So we're at Series 2. It's Tuesday, February 13th. And I'm going to end the day. I'll just take you around the workshop, as this is a new series. We've got nothing in the workshop. Just my computer, which I was going to upgrade. Can you hear the fans? I haven't done that yet. We've got a light switch. And as you can see over there on the board, there is a new job. Something I've never done before. They build a PC. And you've got to buy all the bits. But we're at minus 312. And that job has got to be done. I took it on because it was interesting and new. But it's got to be built by the 23rd, so we've got 10 days. The only delivery coming in tomorrow will be the PCs that are all in transit. Go to whiteboard. Congratulations, you reached level 6. That only happened a few minutes beforehand when I on the yesterday of that day. So on today's actually, it was the 13th. So I'm going to end the day and go to the following day. But just before I do, let me just show you the rest of those emails. So this was the Arctic CPU coolers are unlocked, and NVIDIA GeForce 1060. And all these other Delta 2 RGB series black and white, 4 and 8 gigs. And the next milestone is level 7. So I might just make this series 2 all the way through. It's only going to be a short series, I think, because I went through from about like level 2 to level 4 on the last series. We'll see how it goes, because it might pick up real quick. I mean, you can't see, it's just off the screen up here above Andreas plays, where I'm already at just under a quarter of the way to level 7. So level 6 is sort of like filled up to about, a couple of percent. Anyway, so it's payments $9.50. We'll come back to that one because we want to just have a look at the money we want to spend. Replace RAM, replace PSU, complete by in 10 days. So that one then hasn't got a job time, which is great. So then Arctic Freezer Esports Edition yellow, gaming VR red, and oh, I forgot to take the payment for this, so things aren't as bad as I thought they were. Oh, it's in transit, sorry, no, it's collect. I thought it was collect. It's just been a few minutes since I played this game. It's been a while since I've played it. Well, it's been all of about 20 minutes. It's been off having a break. I hear you work with computers. I'm looking for some upgrades for my PC. I'm a pretty hardcore gamer, lol. So I need it to benchmark at least 2247. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. Unless it's a really crappy PC, which it probably is. Need at least 8 gigs. So we've got that. So all that should arrive. Right, let's go to Orient Express puffpuff.com. Need new PC for the local train enthusiast club. It doesn't need to be fancy, but could do with a reasonable amount of RAM. So 16 gigs of RAM and 500 gigabytes. Apart from that, everything else doesn't really matter. So I'll need to buy a new case and spend less than $750. Well, if I want to spend less money, I could actually screw all the bits inside my PC up underneath the desk. I've done that before. And, so people say, where's your PC coming from? So, well, it's underneath the desk, screwed to the bottom of the desk. Anyway, so this is the build. And the idea is you take it over to that. You take the sticker over there and you stick it on your desk. Apparently, there it is. So Spend less than 750. Okay, so I think we can give him the cheapest case. And cases I was looking at. So what's the cheapest case? 80, 140, 150, 300, 80, 80. So we don't want a fancy case. 80, 80, 80 and 200. Haha. 300. Cooler Master White 5. GPU, max GPU length 410. Max CPU fan height 167. We want a roomy case, but that's got GP 410 millimeters, and most of the cards should be 410. I can't see why you can't fit just about anything in the case. Cooler Master H500. I'm trying to get the parts to arrive tomorrow so I can get on with building it and get some money in. And also maybe this is the start of something new. I'm hoping. That's 183.46. 183.46. Fan height 161, 161. So there's a common 161. There's a bigger case because it's got a $300 price tag and it's 198. So 161 must be a standard fan height. Although for 150, 140 you can get 190, 180. There's next biggest case though, 167 millimeters. I think this is going to be the best case. It's a mid tower. That's a full tower. Mid tower. Mid tower. That's too expensive. So we're looking at a mid tower. I'm just trying to assess. They're all 161, 364, 180. So there must be like a standard case anyway. I don't think I'm going to discover that the bits that he wants won't go in it. So this is 80. So I'm going to add that one to cart. Then I'll want a board. I've got a board. Then I'll want a chip. I've got a chip. Does it mean a CPU? Then I'll want some memory. I've got some memory. He wants quite a lot of memory. He wants 16 gigs. Well, I've got a couple of 8 gig sticks, but I don't know if they're the same. But I don't think it's going to matter. And I've got a 500 gigabyte hard drive, and I've also got a power pack. So, and I think I've got a graphics card, so I think I'm ready to go. All I need is the case. So what I'm going to do is, because I want to try and get some money built up, so I can get that second thing. So we'll just view the cart, and we'll buy that. It's going to be going to be arriving in 3 days, which will also give me a bit of time to get the other jobs done. So that's a total of 100. Okay. And that 950 should get me right out of the hole. And I can use up the parts that I've got in my storage. So we're going to go forwards to the next day. Did I order? I did order that, didn't I? You just saw me. I can't even remember. I forget my own name sometimes. Yes. So I'm hoping I've got all them parts I thought I had. End of the day. Series 2, like I say. Come on, end the day. Is it doing it? It is doing it. Go to work. Right, so I've got 2 machines on the go. This is can boot, replace RAM, replace PSU. PC can boot, 3D Max Go 2.2. That's going to be the harder job. I'm going to just take this one and get that sorted. We're minus $402. Oh, I've got to take that off the. You tell me I can't put that. Oh, I was going to say build. I want to get some more builds on the go. I thought for a minute then I couldn't cancel that order. Well, not I'm cancelling it. I'm just putting it back on the shelf. I mean, it's a bit stupid, isn't it? Install. Attach cables. We only. Not that one. We need to remove the case side, replace the power supply unit. Oh no. Install that. So the power supply was a ET550B, 550 watt, and I've got one, so I'm going to sell that. I hope I can repair parts as well soon. And we've got a couple of these, like you say, so you know I can maybe put the 400 in, or if this guy only wants a small machine, cheap machine, the one I'm building for. So I've replaced his power pack. We'll cable it up. And then we also need to replace the RAM. Ramalamading. Why does it want me to replace the RAM? This is Team Group Team T4 Stackside Silver. So what's wrong with his RAM? Broken. I'll keep that while I order some more, because I've got one of those. 2666 DDR4 8 gig silver. I haven't got one, but I wonder if he will accept that. Hang on, there is another one. Yeah, still 4. Wonder if he'll accept that one. Boom. Replaced. And That's that job out the way. Oh, nice little puppy on the screen. And I think you should get some more kudos for it if you go like this. Just take the time to do that, because you see, they could say, oh well, you know, something was wrong with it. And I also, when I do a PC in real life, I like to see that it turns on and off a few times without any problems. So installing and uninstalling software is one of the great ways to give you a reason to want to turn it on and off. Boom. See if we can get that. $330, so I'm now minus 71. So this might be going good now for me. We've just added the following parts. And our 3D Mark score of 3228, 9 days. Thing is, do I reject this? If I reject it, what happens? Shall we find out? Do I get another email? I do. For reject, that was even worse. Upgrade to 8 gig, run 3D Mark. I can accept that job. So if you do reject them, you do get another email. But we're on to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 emails on my page at once now. Apart from that one isn't really a job, and that one isn't really a job. That's just telling me well done for reaching level 6. So that's a job. That's a job. That's a job. And that's a job. So I've still only got 4 jobs on at any one time. But we might be able to stand here doing jobs over and over again. I'm going to have to buy some more RAM. I know that. Ooh, he's got a nice, look at that cooler on top of that jiggly bit there. Wow. It's got 4GB dark red. Let me just check the dark red. That's 2666, 4GB. And I've got 2400. Haven't got no more 2666. And I also need 8GB for that guy's computer. So maybe the Xi'an Titan XL's the cheapest 8GB. Let's go and have a look. Shopping, memory. The cheapest ones, well, we've got 60, 90, 9555s. DDR2 2600. So T-Force Dark Red 8 gigabytes, 4 gigabytes. So I think I need another one of those. Um, 266 eights. He needs 8 gigabytes. No, he needs 16 gigabytes as that other guy. Let me just go and have a look. 16 gig. So I could do that in cheaper RAM. For 160. If I've got 4 slots on my board, which I should have, but I don't know which boards I've got available. And I will always use that up anyway. That's £100 a time. That's 8 gigabytes. I could buy 2 of those, which is 200. I could buy, there's a 60. So the cheapest 4 gigs, 50, 90, 55, that's 28 megahertz, quite good. 160s, see, if you've got 2 8 gigabyte sticks, they run you to 95 quid a time, whereas if you've got 2 4 gigabyte sticks, they run you to 55 or 45 or even 40. So we want 4 of them. I also haven't got any of those 2 gigs, or I'm missing 2 gigs. Xi'an Titan 2 gigs, 4 gigs, 45. I don't know which of these I've got. Oh no. Let me put this as a sounding board. Installing memory. I've got one Xi'an Titan 2 gig. I've got 2. I've got plenty of 2, so I don't need any more 2 gigs. I've got a DFL Motiva 4. It's used there. DFL Motiva 8. Xi'an Titan XL8. Dark Silver T4 8. DDR4 treble 6, which is for this PC. So I need a dark red 4 treble 6. I'll just best get that one. It's confusing otherwise. Let's see, have I got one? That was it, yes. So there's all them back parts there. Have I got supply? Let's have a look at motherboards. I could give him this. And I could give him, these are all AMDs though. Well, I could build him an AMD. Nothing wrong with giving him something like this. Or if he just needs 8 gigs, I could maybe build him something real cheap like this. With the motherboard being that AMD AM4. Power supplies, I've got plenty of those. Cooling, I've got at least 1, So no reason why to spend any extra money just yet. So we need to wait till that other memory comes in. Nothing else I can do. So we're going to go, we're going to end this first episode here. It's been a bit of a long episode, but we're going to come back and finish that job off, and we'll have our parts, or we'll have one of the parts anyway, if we actually get it delivered. We've got all these bits of memory. We might as well hurry up and get that one on the go, so we'll buy that now, and then we'll see you the next day when all that stuff should arrive, and a couple of customers' orders as well. So I'm ending the day there, and I will see you in the next video. Remember to like and subscribe, and hit that bell icon if you want to know when I've released a new video. Thank you very much.